Hi, in this video we're going to be rebranding the MediaLinkPro plugin for your company. So first what you'll need to do is extract the files that you just opened. Right now we're going to extract MediaLinkPro.zip. On a Mac you can do this just by opening it with Archive utility, or if you're on Windows you can use another application such as WinRAR or 7-zip. Once I open it, I'll get this folder that I can open up with a few files in here. What we need to do is find MediaLinkPro.php and open it with a text editing program. I recommend on Mac using TextEdit, or if you're on Windows, I would recommend using Notepad. Here is where we're going to change a few things. For instance, for the author, I'm going to change it to my name. For the author URI, I'm going to change that to my website address. Now I'll need to change the plugin URI to my website address. Now I need to save the file, and now I can just exit out of Notepad or TextEdit. Now if I go back, I need to compress that folder that we just opened up. To do that, I can just right click and click compress on a Mac, or you can use something like 7-zip on Windows. That means I can delete the original zip file as well as that folder that we just created. Since I compressed everything with the new file, everything should be updated in this new .zip file. Now we're going to edit the logo found on the sales page. What we need to do is open up the sales page .zip. Once again, I'm going to use Archive utility to open up the folder. Once we've opened that up, go to Images, and you'll find that there is a logo.png. Now we're going to use the logo editor to make our own logo very quickly. So here we need to upload an image if we want to change this image right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and find my image. Once I select it, it's going to be placed right here, and of course you can select any image you want and it'll automatically scale it down to this size. Now I can also change the text to whatever I want it to say. So I'll just have it say Justin F. And we can also change the text color. Okay, so once I've done that, I just need to download it. So I'm just going to hit the download button. And let's go ahead and save it to our downloads folder. Once it's saved, we need to rename it. So let's go back into our downloads folder and find that snapshot that we just downloaded. And let's rename it logo.png. Okay, so now what we need to do is open up our sales page folder and go into the images folder. Now we're going to have this old logo.png right here, but we want to get rid of it. So what we need to do is drag the new logo.png into this folder and make sure that you are replacing it. We do not need to keep the old one. We want to replace the old one with the new one. Once you've done that, let's just double check that everything is working by opening up index.html. And sure enough, we do have the new logo. Now we're going to change the add to cart and buy now buttons on the sales page. So what we need to do is log on to our PayPal account and go to Merchant Services. Once you're there, go to the Create Payment button for your website. Once you've done that, we need to select the Buy Now option. Okay, so now we need to fill out some information. So for the item name, let's just call it MediaLinkPro. For the price, you get to set your own price, but I'll put it at the recommended price of $17. Now we're going to skip ahead to step 3 and change a few things. Now we need to change the URL that customers go to if they cancel their checkout and the URL that they go to when they finish their checkout. So whenever they cancel, let's just have them go right back to the home page. Now if they finish their checkout, we need them to go to the download page. So the download page for this plugin is going to be yourdomain/xdl.html. Once you have all of that, let's create the button. If we scroll down here, we will have all of our HTML. So let's go ahead and select it, and I'm going to copy it. Now we need to edit the HTML so that the Buy Now button will be ours and not the default. So what you need to do is go back into the sales page folder and right click on index.html, and let's go ahead and open it with Composer. Now that the file is open, let's change the HTML code so that the Buy Now buttons are our own buy now buttons. So I recommend using Composer, and it is for Mac and Windows, so you shouldn't have a problem there. Now what you'll need to do is click on this split button down here so that you can see both the code as well as the live preview. So what you want to do is click on the green part of this box. Once you do that, you're going to have this code right here. All we're going to do is delete all of that and paste in our new code. Once we do that, we can see that the Buy Now button is now on here. Now, you will see these two input buttons. Don't worry, those are not permanent. They will go away once we put it on the website. Also, we can change this $9 to $17 or whatever you set your price at. You can, of course, change any of the text on this screen, and it will save once you hit the Save button up here. So let's go ahead and change this Add to Cart button as well. If you click on it once again, we can delete all of it, and we will simply paste once again. And if we click, you will see that the new PayPal button is here, and I can change this to $17, and I can change this to $17. Very easy. If you're using Composer, you don't have to know any code. So like I said earlier, make sure you hit the Save button. Once you do that, the changes will be saved to your HTML folder, so you can exit out and you are good to go. Now that we have all the files ready, what we need to do is upload it to our website so that everyone else can see it. First, what you need to do is download a FTP server app such as FileZilla. That's what I'm using for this video. However, there are plenty of other FTP applications. What you need to do is log in using your host, username, password, and port. You can usually find this information with whoever you are hosting with, such as HostGator or GoDaddy, etc. Here on the left, you'll need to navigate to where your sales page folder is. Now here on the right side, you need to go to your root directory and then find your public HTML folder. This is going to be called different things depending on your website. For me, I need to go to my full domain /web/content. This is where I will put my public stuff, such as HTML files. Now it might be something different for you. It might be called something like public_HTML. You need to find that information with your hosting service if you're not sure. Okay, so here on the left we have our sales page folder. Let's go ahead and open that up. Now we need to transfer all of these documents over here into my content folder. To do that, I'll click on the first item, hold down Shift, and click on the last item and simply drag and drop. Now FileZilla is going to FTP all of this information to my website. I'm going to have to wait a little bit for this. Alright, so now that we transferred everything, let's make sure everything worked on our website. Sure enough, if I open up Google Chrome, I can see that if I go to my website, everything is on here. Everything worked perfectly. Now, let's also check the download page. If we go to /xdl.html, we will see that the download page is also working correctly. You can also change any of this stuff on this page since it is yours. Anyways, that is how to rebrand MediaLinkPro for your own use. Thanks for watching.